Welcome back, everyone, to TV5 News at 9. We've entered the winter housing market. So joining us this morning to tell us a little bit more, we have Monique Gilbert from Team Matchmaker. It's always a pleasure.
It's nice to be back.
Yes, thanks for being here. All right, and if you also want to learn more about Team Matchmaker, make sure that you scan the QR code on your screen to check out their website. So today's topic, Monique, what is the biggest misconception when it's time to sell a home in the wintertime?
The biggest misconception is that nobody's buying or selling. And that really is not the reality.
Okay.
You know, because people need to buy and sell at every time of the year. And there really are some advantages to buying and selling in the winter.
And what are some of the advantages? Let's go over those first.
So if you are a seller, one of the biggest advantages is that you have less competition. So there are less houses that are on the market in the winter time, and when the buyer is buying in the winter, it's usually because they have to, right? People don't usually choose blizzard weather, you know, 30 degrees and below to move, because that's really not a lot of fun. So when the buyer is looking in the winter time, they're a serious buyer, and so you're not going to be getting those, you know, window lookers, people that are taking a long time and that kind of thing. So and because there's less inventory on the market, it really can help drive the price for the sellers because the buyers don't have as many choices. And so they are going to be putting in the best offer because they don't want to get beat out.
Perfect. All right, so can we go over what the market is like right now, just in general? So
the market has been really weird. I would say, you know, I've been doing this for 18 years, and when COVID hit, it was just absolutely crazy, and I think my highest, where I had a listing, we had 48 offers on one house that was listed in Freeland. So that was a little bit of a crazy time. And then I would say right before the election, we had a little bit of a lull. People were really trying to figure out what was going to be happening, where things were going to be going. But I can say that my December closings have been record high. November was fabulous. Right now it's doing really great. So I have a couple of statistics. I don't want to go into a bunch of statistics here.
I like hearing numbers.
So, but just as an overall change. So in the year of 2020, the average sale, and I'll just use Saginaw County for as an example as we're here. The average sale in Saginaw County for a residential home was $143,000. And so far this year, we're at 192, almost 193. So it's about a 26% increase over the last 4 years in our sales prices. The number of transactions, however, have gone down a little bit. Inventory is still at a low. We have about a 4-year supply of inventory, and but I am still seeing. I have about 11 listings right now that are active. We have 21 that are under contract with my team. And I would say about a third of those had multiple offers on them. And the average days on market right now is about 31 days. So it's not bad. And we're seeing good prices and a lot of good activity.
That's good stuff. All right, good marker there. Can you explain the difference between a buyer's market and a seller's market?
For sure. So a seller's market is essentially when the advantage is toward the seller, right? So when inventory is low, we typically say that it's a seller's market because the buyers are all scurrying, they're all going after the same houses because there just aren't enough houses for them to see. And a buyer's market is the opposite. Right now, though, we're kind of seeing a little bit of a mix. It really depends on the price point and the location of the home. Our team covers about 6 different counties, so pretty much all of TV5 viewing area we cover. And so we will see some differences in between there, but I think it's a pretty balanced market right now. Days on market has risen from about 25 to 30, 34 for the most part, but it is a great time to buy. Interest rates have come down a little bit. You know, they were up into the 7s, 8s, and now we're down into the high 5s and 6s, which historically is really good.
Is there like one better than the other? Like, is the seller's market I don't know if there's preference there. You kind of said it was like a mix right now. Is one work better than the other?
Well, I would say it depends on if you're the buyer or the seller.
Okay.
But the reality is a lot of times if you're a seller, you're also a buyer.
Okay.
Because most people who are selling a home also have to buy. And so they might be in a seller's market really getting a much higher price for their home when they sell it. But then as they turn around and are a buyer, they're probably competing and having to pay a higher price there as well. But if you're a first-time home buyer, a buyer's market is great, and there are some really great programs out there right now for $10,000 in down payment assistance, that kind of stuff.
Okay.
So lots of good things to look for if you're a home buyer as well.
Very good. All right, Monique, thanks for coming in, sharing this with us.
Yes, I'm so happy to be here.
Yes, and also don't forget that QR code that's always on your screen. And for more information, you can go to our hot links section on our website, WNEM.com.